34, which is to develop an educational resource on gender-based violence for all year groups in high school, lodged by Craig School on behalf of Greenfalls High School Rights and Equalities Committee, calling on the Scottish Parliament to urge the Scottish Government to work with Education Scotland to develop an educational resource on gender-based violence for all year groups in high school. The resource should include education on the causes of gender-based violence to ensure that young people leave school with the tools to help create a safer society for women. Now, we last considered this petition as well at that last meeting we held on the 9th of October 24, and at that time agreed to write to the Cabinet Secretary for Education and Skills. The Cabinet Secretary's response states that the Scottish Government is committed to the commissioning of an independent review on the gender-based violence in schools framework before the end of this parliamentary session, and the review will aim to establish positive practice and further areas for improvement. The submission does note, however, that schools require time to implement the framework before the review takes place. Now, the Cabinet Secretary's response also highlights the Relationships and Behaviours in Schools Action Plan, which was published in August 2024, and it includes an action to empower staff through provision of professional learning to support relationships and behaviour approaches and practice, as well as responding to emerging trends and behaviour. And as part of this work, Education Scotland ran an information session on the framework for school staff in September last. Education Scotland will use the feedback from that session to determine if there are any areas where more bespoke training may be helpful. So in the light of the Cabinet Secretary's response and the aims of the petition being progressed, I wonder if colleagues have any suggestions for action. David Torrance.
Thank you, Convener. In light of a response from the Cabinet Secretary, I wonder if the committee would consider closing the petition under Rule 15.7 of Standing Orders on the basis that the Scottish Government has committed to commissioning an independent review of the National Gender-Based Violence in School Framework, published the Relationship and Behaviour in Schools Action Plan in 2004, which covers emerging areas of concern including gender-based violence, and revised and consulted on statutory teaching guidance in 2023, which includes a section on constant and healthy relationships. In closing the petition, the committee could highlight a new petition could be brought forward in the next Parliament session if the Scottish Government's work in this area does not progress as it says.